Hey everyone! Today I want to show you how to make fish cutlets. A very simple and delicious dish that requires very few ingredients and that you can use any type of fish for. For this recipe you will need fish, in this case it's tilapia, but you can use any other white fish. It doesn't matter if it's cheap, if it's expensive, it's better to use cheap ones for this recipe. Breadcrumbs. Make sure they're fine. You can use Japanese panko, or you can just make breadcrumbs at home and strain, which I did, so it allowed it to be very fine. It's important that it's fine. It will give a better crust. Salt, pepper, egg white that I got left from the previous recipe, but that's optional. It just gives the ground fish some strength. White bread, you can use stale white bread, you can use fresh. It's better to use stale, but yeah. A little bit of onion and a little bit of green onions, which is also optional. So I'll start by soaking the bread in water. I'll break it into small pieces and soak it in water. It's really important to add bread in this recipe because it makes the ground fish very gentle. If you don't add this, it will be a bit tough, a bit unpleasant. So it's important that you add bread. I leave all the weights in the description so you can see how much of each ingredient do you need. Then I'm going to chop the onions and green onions. Very finely. Something like that. Then put it in a bowl. Next I'm going to blend the fish and the bread. You can use a food processor, you can use a meat grinder. Make sure that you use a meat grinder if your fish has many thick bones, but if it's a gentle fish, it's totally fine to use this food processor. What I'm going to do is to put half of my soaked bread and around half of the fish, just because of the size. I prefer to mix bread and fish while blending them, because if you blend one bread, it will turn into this porridge, which is not okay. It's better to use fish meat to stabilize it, and it's not gonna turn into porridge. Medium speed. Make sure there are no huge pieces, put it in the bowl and repeat with the second batch. That's what we get. Next, let's add salt and pepper, the egg, and thoroughly mix it, incorporating everything. If you want to check the salt, if it's enough salt, you can make a little cutlet, fry it on a small pan, and taste it for salt. Or you can use a microwave actually. You can take the small tiny piece, put it in a bowl in a microwave, and just taste it, if it's enough salt or not. Next, make sure your table is clean and not too wet. Prepare scales. You can do this without scales, you can just eyeball it, but I prefer to use scales to make them even. And let's make cutlets around 60 grams each. So just weigh every piece, making sure that it's 60 grams, and put it next to each other on the table. Make sure there is no ground fish left in the bowl. Next, prepare a spatula, a straight spatula, preferably metal spatula. That's what you can do. Slightly squeeze it with your left hand. Start making these walls. Again. Then put it in breadcrumbs. Coat it from all sides. Form it again. Give it another shape, and that's it. Put it on a dry pan. I'm gonna show it again. Slightly squeeze it. From the walls. And that's it. Repeat with the rest. That's it, they're ready to be fried. Make sure to wash your table with soap. Now preheat the pan at low temperature. It's important that you set low temperature, because if you set high temperature, your cutlets will start burning while they're still raw. So it's important to set the right temperature so the crust is brown and the middle is fully cooked. Another option you can use, you can give them a color on a frying pan and then put them in the oven for a few minutes. You can use this option in the case when your cutlets are very big. The bigger they are, the longer their cooking time is. But it takes energy, it takes time, you have to turn on your oven. So I prefer to make them small and fully cook them on a frying pan at low temperature. It's much easier this way. And now my pan is preheated. I add vegetable oil, and then I can start put my cutlets on. Do it very carefully. They're very gentle, so try not to change their shape. When I need to take it, I just gently put the spatula under the cutlet and put it on the pan, then the other one and the other one. An important thing is that you should put them in the right order. So I put them counterclockwise. So I know that this one is first, this one is second, third, etc. And I know in which order I should flip them. Except the difference is that the middle is the highest. So I think I will check on the cutlet in the middle first. But other than that, I'm gonna flip them in this order. And now fry them for about 3, 4, 5 minutes on each side. When you flip them, very gently take them and flip like that. Okay, I fried them 3 minutes on one side and 3 minutes on the other. The color, as you can see, is just amazing. And now it's time to remove them from the pan. Just take them like that and remove. So it's important that you let them rest for about 3 minutes, 3-5 minutes, because the meat contains a lot of juice. When it's just cooked, it was exposed to heat. The juice is redistributed in the center, in one place. If you cut it right now, it will just run out, you know, and the cutlet won't be as juicy as it could be. So what you can do, you let them rest. The juice redistributes all around this cutlet, and when you cut it, it doesn't really produce too much juice. As a result, it's more juicy, it's better, and it's more gentle. So let me show the result in about 5 minutes. It's been around 3 minutes. Now I can cut it through and show you. So as you can see, it's fully cooked. It has a really nice crust. Let me try it. Just incredible. It's so delicious, especially if it's made out of the freshest Philippine fish. It has enough salt. It has the amazing flavor of the herbs, and the taste of the fish is just incredible. Also, it's juicy. It's full of juices. I can squeeze and you can see this. You know, they come out. So yes, I'm going to serve it now and show you the final plating. And here it is, the final plating. I decorated the cutlets with fish skin chips, lime, green beans, and a little bit of leaves. So here's the recipe. It's very delicious. It doesn't take a long time, and if you have access to fresh fish, this will be ideal for you, I believe. You can try it at home. I think you will like it. That's it. If you like the video, give it a like. Let me know in comments what you think about this recipe, and you can subscribe to my channel to see my new videos. Thank you for watching.